All right, YouTube universe. Welcome back to The Naked Truth. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. We're not going to waste much time today. We're going to get right to it. It's another Larry Bird, hey, and Magic Johnson drop, all right? It's legends and players sharing stories about the great Larry legend and, of course, the great Magic Johnson. All right, stick around as long as you want. Listen to these stories, rewind, fast forward, bounce out when you have to, but before you go, don't forget to like, comment, recommend, and please subscribe if you're feeling good. Little Boris is in the corner. Give him a little click, and you are all subscribed up, all right? So without further ado, courtesy of the Young Gala channel, stories of Larry legend,
Michael Jordan
Magic Johnson.
Wins scoring titles. He never wins championships.
Grab your popcorn.
That was my chance to get in the category of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson.
Fast and furious.
Magic was the tires on the car. Larry was the engine.
Advantage, Bird on the drive. Look at that pass. Oh, what a show!
Play.
Oh, show!
And I want you to know something.
Chief.
There's only one man that can guard me, and that's God. Now think about that for a second.
Strange moment. I'm like,
7 foot,
damn, how you doing that?
1/2 inch.
Coming down, and Larry gets me at the top of the key, and he's walking me underneath his basket. He goes, "Coop, I'm ready to wear your ass out." What?
Magic Johnson and Larry Bird are the two most important figures in NBA history.
As Charles Barkley said, Magic Johnson
Agreed.
and Larry Bird are two of the most
all
critical
agree?
figures in basketball history. They revolutionized the game and left a mark that will never be forgotten. Magic Johnson brought a unique energy to the NBA. His core vision, contagious smile, and versatile skills set him apart. His style of play, whether it was a no-look pass, an assist behind the back, or a fast break, was truly one of a kind. On the other hand, Larry Bird was a cold killer on the court, a perfect blend of toughness, skill, and an unyielding desire to win. His amazing basketball IQ, talent for making clutch shots, and intense rivalry with Magic set him apart. Their unique qualities continue to influence the game today. In this special collection, I've gathered some of the most compelling stories from NBA legends who played with and against Magic and Larry. You'll hear from Hall of Famers, teammates, and rivals that recount their most memorable encounters, the intensity of their battles, and the sheer intelligence that define these two legends. So here are NBA legends and players sharing the greatest Larry Bird and Magic Johnson stories. Enjoy the video, man.
You was on the court when Doc and Larry got into it. What caused that?
Man, first of all, I hate the NBA for that reason. They owe me $5,000. I'm still pissed to this day. Because the one thing I would never do is hold a guy for another guy to hit him. And I've been mad. I'm still mad to this day. Y'all owe me $5,000, Adam Silver. So, Larry Bird was a great trash talker. And he's like, "Charles, y'all better get this old man off me." I'm telling you. And he's just roasting Doc.
Yeah.
He's
All right, I'm glad they're showing this version from Charles, because there are other versions out there where it just seems like he's not really talking much trash to Dr. J, but Charles is telling you exactly what he was saying. It was harder and more ferocious than some other stories say it was. Some other stories made it sound like he really wasn't going off that hard on Dr. J. No, he was really going off on him.
like,
Glad
and
they
this was
played
Doc
this one.
last year, I think. He was right. It was either last year or the year before. And he's killing Doc. And he's like, "Chuck, I'm telling you for the last time, you better get over here because I'm going to kill this old man." It goes on up and down. And Larry just killing him. And Doc had just had enough. And I just had them, they come together, and I just kind of grabbed Larry. I'm not even looking at Doc. When I went back and looked at the tape, Doc was nailing his ass.
Doc.
I was just trying to pull guys apart.
Yeah, but you know you can't in a fight. You can't grab one unless somebody grab you. Hey, you grab him.
I grabbed Larry because I didn't want him hitting Doc.
But ain't nobody grab Doc.
I know. I know. But you just said something. If I grab Doc and Larry started pummeling, I can't go back to Philly.
Charles is a great storyteller.
I can't go back to Philly. So I grabbed Larry to stop him from hitting Doc, and Doc wailing away. But Doc, it started because Doc was like, Larry's like, "Yo, man, y'all better get," and he's screaming it too. Everybody can hear it. "Y'all better get this old man off me. I'm going to kill him out here."
Plan. My favorite three-point story of all time was
Mark
my
Price
first time
sighting.
I ever competed. And of course, you know, I don't know how they do it now, but they bring you in a locker room, You know, you're all sitting there, you know, kind of talking with one another, waiting for them to call you to go out. And Larry Bird was in the contest my first year, and everybody was in the room, but Larry wasn't there. And guys were kind of saying, anybody seen Larry? You know, whatever. And all of a sudden, you know, right before we're supposed to go out, the door opens and Larry sticks his head in. And he says, oh, hey, guys, this must be the room for second place. So, yeah.
That's right.
So that was my first experience with it. And I was like, of course, he went out and won it that year. So you got to have a little bit of confidence in yourself, too, going in. So it helps.
My goodness. One thing you got to give Larry Bird, he could be red hot or ice cold. He never stopped talking trash. Ever. Ever.
Ever.
Ever.
I got one.
I love it because we've heard some stories, and of course we've heard a ton of stories from his opponents. Chief is very stoic. Back when he played, for those of us who watched him, he was a very stoic guy, didn't get too high, didn't get too low. So for him to be this animated, could you imagine those practices and those games, what these guys heard, the stories that we'll never hear? Craziness. I hope we dig more up.
Cool. Great story. Playing the Phoenix Suns, and their main man was Tom Chambers, and Chambers was guarding Larry.
I remember Chambers, pretty good player.
Watch how he comes up on the other side, two-handed. Tail the rebound to Bird. Harris. Nice pick and roll.
God, how many points did Chief get in his career from that pick and roll play?
Larry walked through myself and Chambers, and then came back and told Chambers, I know you guarding me, and I want you to know something. There's only one man that can guard me, and that's God. Now think about that for a second.
And he might have a hard time.
And the arrogance it takes to make that statement. Think about
Larry
that.
might just be able to shoot over G.
Let me ask you this one. There's a story going around where Casey Jones was drawing up a play, and you guys were all in the huddle, and I guess he was having a hard time saying it. Larry told him, hey, give me the ball, and the rest of you guys get the hell out the way. Is that true?
The story behind that, Kevin was the one that had the hot hand. But as we all know, Larry's the man, and that's Larry's team. So Larry should take the first shot. But KC was torn between drawing up something for Kevin because he had the hot hand and not offending Larry. So Larry just took the F over.
This is when we talking about the UCLA pickup runs. So this is when Magic was retired, and Matt played up there in college. Magic used to come up there with his own team. He bring his own five, a bunch of old dudes. He retired. I'm a young dude in the league. I'm a rookie.
Yep.
So I never seen him lose a game in the pickup runs. And this is Magic about 10 years retired already.
Yep.
So he come, I'm guarding him in the post. The game is tied up, 6-6, we going to 7. I'm like, all right, I got Magic. Magic go up, shoot the hook, I challenge the shot. He missed the hook. We get the rebound, throw it ahead, we score. Game over. Magic looked down like, no, that don't count. That's a foul.
Of course it was.
I didn't even touch him. He put the ball in, he get the ball back in the post, shoot the hook, and win the game. Ain't no way you can beat Magic.
No. They both made guys better.
Beast guy.
They both made their teammates better. They both cared about nothing but winning. You know, they didn't care about individual stats and MVP trophies and none of that stuff. They cared about winning. They both had incredible, basketball IQs. They both were unbelievable on the court as far as seeing the game and making passes that you just didn't see. Neither one could jump very high. Those are probably the similarities. I mean, they both were 6'9", but they were both the ultimate competitors.
Yeah.
And Larry did a little bit more shit talking than Magic. Magic would talk only when you really got up into him and started messing with him. Then he would be like, oh, okay, But Larry was talk from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. He didn't care. But I think those similarities is the reason why those two guys were so competitive. And, it started in college. Indiana State against Michigan State in the most
from the same cloth,
televised NCAA game in history. Watch these two guys go at it, and then that kind of carried over.
Thank you.
His energy is real high. He feels like he's in an opportunity to prove himself. And showcase that, hey, look, I'm still Magic Johnson. I still dominate this game.
That's all right. That's all right. We go from here.
As much as it was 5-on-5, we could see in Monte Carlo that it was.
I know it's pretty long, but what do you think about the Dream Team documentary? Maybe I could react to that. We'll take a look at that together, chop it up over a couple, 3, 4, 5 parts. What do you think? Let me know.
Gravitating towards, okay, Michael and Magic.
I'll never forget, everything just started, it went in slow motion. Jess Kersey is standing there.
Steal.
I'm looking at him, and we froze, we celebrating, and Jess Kersey starts to count, because he's standing there, and he has the 1 count. So I run over, we look at the bench, no timeout, nothing. So I run over and I grab the ball. And this is probably one of the most incredible plays that's ever happened against me and that probably I've ever witnessed. From an athletic standpoint, 2 people being in sync and just Bird just playing every second. And that's what
Did you hear what Isiah said there? From an athletic standpoint. And everybody wants to say Bird wasn't an athlete. He was much more of an athlete than he's ever given credit for. He's not jumping out of a gym. He's not running down Usain Bolt. But he's 6'9", he's long, hand-eye coordinated. He's athletic. Let's put that to bed.
The Celtics taught us to play every second, not to play 47 and a half minutes, but to play a full 48. So I grabbed the ball from the referee. Lambier's a good foul shooter. I never had taken the ball out. That wasn't my thing, right? I throw it up.
Larry's already breaking.
Bird sneaks in. I didn't even see him. But the thing I remember the most is that joker. This is the out of bounds line. That joker caught the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, he going out of bounds. That dude did this. Like a ballerina, right? And if you go back and you watch the play, that dude is on his toes. The baseline is right up under his toes. And in my mind, he must have stood there for about 5 seconds because everything was going in slow motion in my mind, right? And it's like, I'm like, and then it's just a strange moment. I'm like, damn, how you doing that?
We've all had those moments
when he
where it
arrived.
slows down.
Personality, off the scale, energetic, 24/7.
Magic is straight down the middle, still going.
He was flashy.
How did he
Nice.
I always say that if I had to pick a team, he's my first pick because I know he's going to make whoever else I pick way better than they are.
When you walk out of the locker room,
And Magic can play every position.
Like, let's go, let's get it on, let's do this, let's do that. So all of a sudden you got this college atmosphere with the Lakers because Magic brought all of that fear. He came in, man, he's pushing that ball up the floor, and we were like, we got to run. And if you didn't look up, and he was like, look up, Wood. I was like, hey! And the ball was right there.
When I went to the Great Western Forum, then watching Magic come down and do his thing, and orchestrate his team and make them understand this way, we gonna run this. And, I mean, I was in awe, and Don Nelson, he had to call a timeout and had to take me out the game.
And you notice, just like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson's no speed demon. You watch those guys, they just move at their own pace. They know exactly where they're going to go, who they're going to go to, what type of pass. They're already 2, 3, 4 moves ahead, right? We all know this about the greats. So Magic Johnson, again, he's no supreme athlete, but these guys, they just move at their own pace. They know exactly what they're capable of, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. It's greatness.
Because he's like, I hope you're not going all and watching him and not really playing. I want to tell him, yeah, I mean, I need to sit down for a minute because, wow, it took me a half just to realize that I'm playing against Magic.
Remember one time coming into the huddle, and I played against Magic a number of times, and Dennis Johnson always defended Irving and walked up to me and goes, man, is that guy strong or what? I said, I know he don't look very strong, but he's pretty strong. And he goes, Jesus, some of the things that he does out here, he said, there's no way I can stop him. He said, but don't you ever tell him.
It was funny. That's what Larry Bird.
Rick
I think
Mayhorn.
we had a card together. I'm posting him up, and he's laughing, and he was telling me something. He's like, because you started that shit, kiss your mama, and then we playing.
You started that, Mac?
Hey,
I
listen,
didn't start that shit.
hey, they were booing me in Hartford. I'm like, well, motherfucker, I'm from here. As soon as that shit started, I said, man,
Getting booed in your own hometown.
And I was rooting for the Knicks all the time.
I don't know if you remember this game, Larry, but we playing in Hartford. It was an exhibition game. We went up 1, and we walk out on the court, and Benson is guarding Larry, right? And Larry looks at me and he goes, he was calling me cheesy. He goes, cheesy, like you putting him on me? He said, you putting him on me? I was like, that's all I got, man. That's all I got right now.
I got nothing else.
And he goes, I'm taking it right
bro.
down to the baseline. I'm gonna shoot it right over him. So after the game, our buses were lined up next to each other, right? And Larry goes, hey man, don't ever put that guy on me. Like, right? So the next year, coming back, right? We playing in Hartford again, and I said, Larry, I got something for your ass. Nah, he said, who? I said, Rodman. I said, I got somebody for you now.
And I'm listening to a game. It's New Mexico State playing Indiana State. I don't really care about the game, but New Mexico State is right up the streets from El Paso, and I went to UTEP. And we're big rivalries, so I'm hoping that Indiana State will beat New Mexico State. And I'm listening to the radio, and I have no clue of the players on either team. All of a sudden, this name keeps coming. Bird. He goes to the right. Bird. He makes the shot. Bird. I said, God damn, who is Bird? Bird. You know, here's Bird. And Bird this, and Bird, oh, did you see the pass that Bird made? I can't see it, but I'm just trying to imagine it. And when the time I got to the end, I said, damn, that brother can play.
Little did we know.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. When I got the newspaper the next morning and saw Larry's picture, I said, damn.
Damn. Rest in peace, Bill Russell. Shout out.
Woo! Larry, it wasn't you know, be honest with you. The young lady that said you were her favorite player, mine too. I love you too, Magic, but not as much as I like Bird.
Imagine being able.
First of all, we got to Boston that night. He had some knee pain. I was like, it's a hell of a time for you to come up with a knee pain.
Yeah, birditis.
I ain't going tonight. You got it.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, then I look at the boy, Sean Kemp, Larry Bird. I'm like, so I look in the mirror. I'm like, well, shit, man, I'm about to give this motherfucker fits out here tonight. So before the game, I was over there rubbing my hands, looking at him like, I'm about to get your ass, man.
What year was this for you?
Man, how many players you think who knew they were going to go guard Larry Bird that night did the same thing Sean's doing? It's like, I'm going to be the one to lock him down. He's lighting everybody up. Nah, not me. I'm ready for him. I'm going to give it to him. And then we all know what happens.
This was my first year.
Oh, okay.
And that day, that morning they came out with a USA Today article, and they said that Larry didn't have it no more. So he came out that night to make a statement, and I was just the prime candidate to be Before the game,
Don't
he
take
told me,
it
he was
personal,
like-
Sean.
He just shook his head at me. He said, "Man, it's gonna be a fucked up night for you."
So what did he put up?
I think he gave me what he gave me. I think he gave me 46 and 3.
What'd you do?
Man, I hadn't found out, but I was on his ass. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I was on. He was actually calling out bank shots. He would say, next time, bank shot left side. I'm gonna pump fake you. Your dumb ass gonna go for it.
He would tell you that, and it happened.
And I said, first of all, I'm gonna be so close to you. If you shoot the ball next time, I'm gonna try to rip your fucking arm off your shot.
Yeah, right.
What you think he did, man? A quick pump fake, dog, and you go for that shit.
Got you.
Man, come on, man. Larry was.
How cold was? I don't think.
Man, I guarded his ass so tough.
40-point triple-double.
I guarded his ass so tough that after the game, he came. He sent a little letter over there to me. He was like, I've had nobody play defense that hard on me.
I love
He
it.
go, I appreciate you playing. I hate it. He was like, I got a little All-Star game. Why don't you come work out with me? Come to All-Star game, man.
That's dope.
Let me see that summer. I was like, shit, that meant everything to me.
Yeah,
man.
that's you guys became friends after
Absolutely.
See, you understand? That's all that Larry wanted. That's all that Magic want. That's all that the greats want. They want you to bring everything you have at them. That's how they challenge themselves, right? They want you to be the best you can be, 192,000%, and bring it. Bring the effort. Even if I end up torching you, you brought the effort, and that's what I want to play against. That's what the greats play. Oh, they get bored, right? We know it. Many a story of Larry being bored in a game and just doing some odd things, still putting up 30, 40, 50 points.
To this day?
But they want to play
So
against
from
the
him
best.
whooping my ass,
right?
For him teaching me a few things. I surely appreciate it.
Mm.
And that's the old NBA.
Like
that's how
that.
I used to
That's
be.
how
man.
it's supposed to be.
You know, Larry never really talked to me. But one particular in the 84 series, we're playing in the Forum. And this particular play down is a timeout, and they're coming down, and Larry gets me at the top of the key, and he's walking me underneath his basket. He goes, Coop, I'm ready to wear your ass out. What? Okay, I get down to my best defensive stance. He goes down the lane. He comes off the left side, and Robert Parrish sets a pick.
Great picker.
Great picker. Come off, and we knew the play. We knew what was coming up. And Kareem was ready, and as Larry comes off the pick, shoulder to shoulder with Parrish, and I'm trailing behind him, he gets the basketball right about the elbow. And he gets the ball, and he goes up, and Kareem stops him from turning the corner. Larry catches the ball, he goes up in the air, and here I come. And I'm like, I'm getting ready to smash this shit, man. So I jump up, and I got my hand, and I don't know how Larry got this ball between Kareem and I. Because Kareem had his hands up. I'm coming with my right hand, and he hit a great pass. Like I said, I don't know how he got it to him. Hits Robert Parrish, or rolls to the basket, and Robert dunks it. And Larry looks over his shoulder at me and he laughs. He said, I told you, motherfucker.
Larry's
right there,
colorful.
That shows you the essence
Oh, that
of
Indiana
who this
boy.
guy was. He was about team. He was about winning. He was about making plays.
I spent the last couple of days with Magic Johnson shooting the Capital One commercials. And every time I see him, I tell him thank you. Because Magic Johnson and Larry Bird are the two most important figures in NBA history.
I agree.
Remember that.
Well, people don't understand, to answer
There
your
is
question.
no LeBron. There's no
People look
Kobe.
at this
There's
thing
no
now
NBA today.
where guys are making 30,
without
40,
Larry
$50
and
million.
Magic.
When I came in, it was David Stern's first year. The average salary was $200,000. Magic and Bird, those guys changed the entire trajectory of the NBA and made it what it is today.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
Because Magic, and I told him this story, I says, and I'm playing with Dr. J and Moses. I remember the first time Magic, when he made $1 million, we were going around high-fiving each other. We couldn't believe an NBA player made $1 million.
Wow.
That was Magic. He was the first player to make $1 million.
What year was that?
It was 85, 86, somewhere in there.
But he sounded like it was like a 20 year.
25 years, 25 million.
$1 million a year.
Yeah. And we, like, me and Doc and Moses, like, I'm not talking about regular guys on the team. I'm talking like, they had never made $1 million before.
Everybody was telling me that Magic scored so many points on me. But you go back, you look at the film, and you'll see who was guarding. It certainly wasn't me, because I doubt if he'd have been able to get his arm up to shoot a foul shot after the first 30 on me.
You see this play happen. I'm standing there. I see the ball ricochet off. I'm about to go grab it. So I really could have messed up one of the best plays Brad Auerbach ever saw.
Now, for a guy who can't jump and not supposed to be able to run that fast, he sure can get a lot done.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what is your favorite Magic or Bird story. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and until next time.
All right, everybody, I'm going to echo his final comments. We're going to end it up quick. We're going to wrap it up quick. Like, comment, recommend, guys. Drop me some recommendations down there. What do you want to see? All right? And don't forget, just like it says on your screen, subscribe to the channel, baby. So until next time, the Naked Truth. We're out.